practice going up. All right. Go. Just one at a time. Push. Yep. Push. And lean forward a little bit. So keep your shoulders back and lean forward a little bit. Yep. Push. Go. Yep. You go as quick as you can. And then as soon as you get top, come back down. All the way down to the bottom. So in the 100K, this is probably about 5K in on the 100K race. And the great thing is, we don't go down the bottom of Three Sisters anymore, which is excellent. So basically they've cut probably about 150 metres of stair climbing out of the 100K for 2026. I'm loving that. Look how nice and smooth this is. So Wednesday mornings, we run a coaching group at Kellyville here, which is really good. It's just a way that I can do all my local athletes can come and do coaching here. So we run them through short interval trainings. It's always very hard. So I do this on Tuesday mornings at the ponds here in Sydney. And then I do Wednesday mornings here at Kellyville and Thursday evenings here at Kellyville. Turnout's usually pretty good, but it is holidays, so maybe a few less people, but it gives me an opportunity for all the athletes to come. But it's all VO2 sessions, so it's pretty short, fast and hard. There's a lot of suffering involved, as you'll see from the guys as we go through it. Yeah, so I'll just go and set up all the cones so that those cones are at the distance. I'll put cones at the 100 metre, I'll put cones at 200 metre, and then I'll put cones at today 400 and 500 metre, so all my athletes know exactly where to stop when they're doing it.
Today's my first day.
Okay, what was your name?
Subhash.
Subhash?
Yeah.
How'd you hear about us?
One of my friends, he's coming, Pune.
Oh, he's here. He's already out there. Do you want to go join him?
Yeah, sure.
Well, so what you do is just cut straight down that footpath. You'll see him. He's out doing a warm-up now. Where is he?
See that guy there? He's the one that tortures us every Wednesday mornings, and we love it.
Just so you're aware, today is going to be, remember Wednesday mornings are Sufferfest now, alright? So this year, the goal is once a month, we'll be doing all-out sprint work. That's not today, by the way. So once a month, every time, one of the mornings will just be 100, 50, 100s and 75 metre, all session, just sprint. The idea of that going forward is I want to try and get some of your leg speed up, but we only want to do that once a month. It's a brutal session. I put the kids through it. Who was here? You two were here on Monday. I put you guys through it. So they ended up doing 8 sets in total. So it was like 5.5K of just sprints. So yeah, okay. Just watch the footpath. All right, so this morning, the other thing we're also doing this year is every session we'll do a warm-up with 100 metre progressives. So you'll get used to it. It's always going to be the same before we start any session now, just so I can limit any possible injuries. We'll do 4 by 100 metres. So it'll be 100 metres, we do a 30-second rest, 100 metres. Now it's not all-out sprint, it's a build-up. So you'll start the first one at like 60%, then you'll go 70%, 80%, and then 90%. You get that? So just progressively building up so that we can get your heart rate up, get everything elevated. So this morning, we're doing 2 by 200s. That all your 200 reps are flat out, as fast as you can possibly go on the 200s, right? You just give it everything. Puna did this one yesterday morning, so he knows what he's coming. Then we're gonna do 2 by 400s. So we're gonna go 200, 400, 200s, 500, back to 200s. 200s are flat out. Your 400 and your 500 reps are going to be at your 1K pace. All right, let's go, line up. Keep to the left. Keep to the left. So start to pick it up a little bit more now. You should be at around 70% effort at the moment. Just work on pulling the heels up. Get those heels pulled right up. Let's fire up those hamstrings. Get them all nice and warmed up. Good. Up to about 80% now. Should be feeling that heart rate rise and getting the hamstrings nice and warmed up. So yeah, we always do the 100s just to sort of get them all warmed up, get them, you know, because a lot of people, if they just jump straight in, even with a slow warm up, and you start doing VO2 work, it's a lot of pull. I'm of the mind that I get my athletes to learn, because most of them are endurance runners, learn to pull up the heel, not lift up the knee. Go! So I'm trying to get them more about that. We've got Ruri out here this morning. You'll see him coming around. He's we're training him for the nationals, for the 3K and 5K championships this year, and he's only 13, so he's doing something separate because he's about to go on holiday. So I wanted to give him a hard set. So this morning he's doing what's called the Kipchoge. It's Eliud Kipchoge's bread and butter workout. It's get your warm-ups done, but it's 25 times 1 minute on, 1 minute off. 1 minute at, he's trying to do it at the 1K rep pace, and then 1 minute at a slower jog. That's a hard session to get through. If you can't get out here and train, obviously you're in Adelaide, so it's going to be a lot harder. What you can do is once a week, and I'll do this for you, Leslie, is 30 to 40 minute session on the step. You've both got stair climb machines in your gyms, haven't you?
I use a stair climber.
So at least you want to get at least a 30 to 45 minute session once a week, just stair climbing. Doesn't matter how fast you're stair climbing, you want to do a 45 solid minute. If you do that once a week, that's like climbing Lura stairs once a week. This is what we call like nice bush stairs, but they alternate in sizes as we go down. We're going to do some practices through here, so we'll go back up there. We're going to practice through here. Now, they're just enough where you can move through here fairly easily, these sort of stairs. And there's a bit of a trick. A lot of people, quite easy, they just bowl through here quick. The only issue there is you don't realise how much you're descending and you're hitting the quads. It is a small step, but there's lots of them as you go. So what you need to do with this, the trick is, as you step down, when you're running these stairs, you want to still float down, but you want to try and take 2 steps on each step. Avoid trying to go one and then stretch forth for the next one. So you could do that, like you can stretch forth like that, but when you do that, you're taking a lot of big pounding on the thing. So always try and take small steps off these longer stairs. So you come off. So with longer stairs, I always come through and I'll be like 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, and then there's a point where, because they're all different sizes, so you've got to be mentally switched on, because all of a sudden you go from this long stair to this short stair. So you've just got to stay really switched on and dialed in and let your body go, okay, so if you just keep small steps all the way, you'll be able to switch out, right? And you're going to feel some are like, oh, that's only a 1 step. You've got to make that decision real quick, all right? So we're going to just practice that. We'll come all the way down to there. So, and then just make your way down to where I am. All right, so we're 58 minutes in. It's been just a lot of hiking with 3.5 Ks. So this has just been a lot of, I mean, the first section was all downhill, those stairs, but now it's just been, I don't know, about a 1 kilometre grind of uphill stairs, which is not good, because I told these ladies, oh, there's not much stairs today, not much climb. Hey? I know, oopsies. Like I said, I've only been through here once years ago, 6-7 years ago, with a friend of mine when he was training for the UTA 50, because when I last did the UTA 100, this section we're going through was never part of the UTA 100. It is now, so I'll actually be training on this section as we go. So today's actually good. I get to see what I've got to train for. So yeah, we've got still got about 7 Ks to go, but it does get a bit easier from here. So I would say the next 7 Ks will probably take us about an hour and a half. go here, middle of the day. It's probably about 38 degrees. I rode my bike here. Today I am looking at coaching a amazing high rocks athlete here in Australia. He is at the elite level. I think he came third or fourth in the Melbourne competition, so amazing effort in his own sport. So what we're looking at doing is looking at correcting some of the running form and technique, get him running with a lot more efficiency, effectiveness. That will then increase his speed and therefore limit the risk of injury. So what I've got here today to start with is we've got all the cones set out here along the way. All right, so for the week 1, week 2, is cadence and forefoot. That's what we're going to work on today. So a bit of a sort of faster session. So we start off with the drills, and then as we keep working through the drills, you'll see the cones are spread out a little bit further each way. That means the drill set gets longer and longer, and then we do a long drill set all the way back, and we just keep running through the drills. What I've also got is a slow-mo tripod ready to go. We'll film a slow-mo as he runs past the camera. Every time I've done slow-mo at the start of a course, and then I do a slow-mo at the end so you can see the before and after, even after just 1 hour, massive changes in people's form and technique. So if you are having trouble with your form or technique, or you think you could have a lot more improvements to get out of those injuries, or just to get more efficient in your running, therefore you can run faster with a lower heart rate, hit me up and I'll get you onto our 10-week form and technique online coaching sessions, because we are ready to rock and roll here. Gym Saturday morning. Gonna get this done early, 20-25 k's on the treadmill, then another 20-25 k's later this afternoon. Just got to get it done early because Isaac has been watching High Rocks and wants to give it a go, so he's got a 7-day trial with a gym, Be All In Fitness, which is around the corner from us. So he wants to give that a try, so he's got to get there at 7:30 for his tryout class, which means I need to get in the gym at 4:30 for a good 2 hours and a quarter on the treadmill, get home and shower, and then got to take him to the class. So it's not always fun. I mean, I get up at 4 in the morning every morning anyway, but I don't get up to train, I get up to do other things. So obviously getting here, got to get a coffee, black coffee down, I've had breakfast and just got to get moving. Lights will turn on. And boom, lights turned on, and walk in here, and the lights will turn on now. All the gym lights have turned off because it doesn't make sense me working out here. There's no one else in the gym. Well, that's it. 4:30 start, 2 hours on the dot, 21 k's, nice and easy. Sitting on a 5:30 pace, just keeping it. Probably heart rate was sitting at about 120 beats per minute. For me, that's middle of zone 2. So good job. Got another 20-25k to do this afternoon. But that evening I only managed to do 10k because my calf was starting to get sore. I was moving the knot out and really trying to grind it out. But it was getting sore, so I could only muster up another 10k's that evening. Straight into the next day on a Sunday. The intention was to go out and do 25k in the morning, 25k in the afternoon, but it failed. I only got 13.5k's done that morning on the treadmill. And now I realized my goal for the week was gone, because you just can't catch it back. There's only so much you can do in a day. So I decided to spend the whole afternoon foam rolling, really trying to knead it out, had a sleep, ate some food, went back in Sunday night and managed to get 21, nearly 22k's done on the treadmill. So finish off the week with 150k's, which wasn't too bad given the start that I had to the week was absolutely atrocious. So made a decision already now this week. I'm just going to keep the easy running again. I'm not going to get back into speed work, but I'll start to integrate a bit of hill work. Point of all this was I should really adhere to what I coach people to do. Now, in reality, I know taking a rest or running easy for
3 weeks, 4 weeks, depending on how long your race was, is the right thing to do. And I always coach people because you never want to be sidelined. You never want to be stuck on the side and not being able to run. It's better for you to be able to run consistently each day or throughout the week and get your volume done rather than being stuck on the side. And the problem I had was I was stuck on the side and then I had to try and cram it all into the end of the week, and that never works well. Fortunately for me, it was easy running, so I'll spread out my easy running this week, try to ramp up to about 180 Ks this week, but chuck a bit of hills in there as we go.